Hello everyone, my name is Pooja and today I'm going to talk about the principles of Pilates. So I covered the breathing principle, the first principle in my previous video, and this video is going to be all about the rest of the four principles of Pilates: the pelvic placement principle, the rib cage principle, the shoulder placement principle, and the head and neck placement principle. The second principle is the pelvic placement principle. So, quite a tongue twister, by the way. I'll try saying it thrice very fast. Pelvic placement principle, pelvic placement principle, pelvic placement principle. Okay. Anyways, it's quite a tongue twister. But however, so the pelvic placement principle, also all the principles in this video that I'm going to talk about are all about having your alignment in neutral. So the pelvic placement principle will tell you how you can have your pelvic area in the neutral position. So a real nice technique to find out if your pelvic area is in a neutral position is somewhat like this. Let me just get up. Alright, so now I'm standing.
Duh.
Obviously, duh. So these are your hip bones, alright. And so place your palms on your hip bones and your fingers on your pubic area, alright. So you can see that I'm kind of forming this diamond shape over here. So while you form this diamond shape, you can see that your fingers are pointing downwards. So as long as they're pointing downwards, you have your pelvic area in a neutral position. Okay. However, if your fingers are going backwards, then it means that you are extending your back. Or if they are pointing forwards, it means that you are sinking into your back. And we don't want either of these because we want to place the back in a neutral position so that there is the least harm caused to the spine in general. And so the neutral for the pelvic placement area is actually the most shock absorbent area. So if anything has to go wrong while working out, that neutral position will make sure that the impact is really low. Now I'll come to the rib cage principle, which is also about finding a neutral while working out, while exercising. So again, let me get up and demonstrate this. Okay, so this area is my rib cage, right? Now, okay, this would be a better angle. Okay, so again, how do I find the rib cage, the neutral for my rib cage area? So that will be somewhat in line with my pelvic placement. If my fingers are pointing downwards for my pelvic placement principle, and also for my rib cage, then I am in my neutral. Also, a good rule of thumb would be to see if you're not extending or sinking into your rib cage, which would look something like this. If you're extending, your rib cage would look like this, and if you're sinking into your rib cage, it would look like this, right? So you want to avoid either of these extensions or sinking while making sure that you keep your rib cage in the neutral area. Now I'll come to the shoulder placement principle. So to understand if your shoulders are in a neutral position while exercising, we will just do a simple protraction and retraction of our shoulders in this way. Protraction, retraction, traction, retraction. So somewhere in the middle of the protraction and retraction of my shoulders, I can find the neutral for my shoulders. Okay. Now coming to the fourth principle, the head and neck placement principle. So the head and neck placement principle is again about finding a neutral while exercising, and how you can place your head and neck in a way that you don't hurt yourself while exercising. So that would be a good rule of thumb would be to have a fist measure between your chin and your chest. So if you are trying to extend into your chest while doing crunches, for example, ab crunches, if you are extending more than the measure of your fist, then you're probably overdoing it, and you might feel a strain in your neck the next day. You might also tend to leave your head behind while doing a crunch in this manner. So you want to avoid that as well. You want to avoid leaving your neck behind. You want to avoid crunching your head too much into your chest, right? So yeah, these are the 4 principles of Pilates. So in the next clip, I'm going to show all these 4 principles while lying down on the mat. So yeah.
Beginning with the pelvic placement while lying on the mat, form your diamond and keep it in the pelvic area as shown over here. Make sure you're not extending or sinking into your back, and you're parallel to the floor. Your pelvic area is parallel to the floor. Now going to the third one, rib cage placement while lying on the mat. Also use the diamond technique and make sure that you're parallel to the mat or the ground, and that you're not extending outwards or sinking into your rib cage. Oh, that's just me adjusting. Now the fourth one is your shoulder placement. Just make sure that you're in the neutral as shown while we were trying to understand the principle while standing. Here you can see that even my head and neck are in neutral, and that I'm not over jamming my head into my chest. This is the final principle while lying on the mat. You can see how I'm showing you that the fist measure is important over here. Any more extending than the fist measure will probably cause a neck pain. This would be a wrong way to crunch, and this one as well.
In the video, I would like to thank everyone on Instagram, over WhatsApp, and whoever's following my videos, and whoever's just messaging me out of nowhere and telling me that, oh my god, Pooja, that was such a good workout, I really felt it. And I'm just like, thank you very much. It feels so good that you guys are getting back to me and you are actually using these videos, these exercises. I'm really happy, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you for sharing these videos, liking these videos. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you, and that's it for today. Bye bye.